Let me ask you a question. Where do you think the most money is made at on Facebook? Is it by running ads, posting in Facebook groups, or by posting and leveraging your personal Facebook page? This might shock you, but I've made the most money and generated the most amount of leads from my personal Adam McChesney Facebook page. Now, if you've been following me over the last 4 years, you probably know that because I've continued to harp and educate on it time and time again. But it is a fact that over 90% of the over $4 million that I've sold in digital marketing during that time can be directly tied back to my personal Facebook page. This is a huge tool that the most successful entrepreneurs that I know are using to make tons of money and generate a lot of leads. Yet so many people are neglecting it. And there's just a few simple and easy strategies that I want to go over with you today, because the best part about all of it is it costs $0. Now, my name is Adam McChesney, and over the last 4 years, I've generated leads on Facebook daily, consistently. I've turned my personal Facebook page into a lead generation machine that has allowed me to work with over 500 clients and sell over $4 million. Now let's go make some money. All right, so let's dive into my personal Facebook strategy. Quick overview on what we're going to discuss is why Facebook. So many different platforms that are out there and available, but why are we using Facebook? What's the methodology? What are some things that we take into consideration? And ultimately, why is it working? We're going to go through that whole process. We're also going to talk about the difference between personal pages on Facebook and business pages on Facebook. You know, one of the questions that I get asked all the time is, Adam, I don't necessarily want to put myself out there on social media to grow my business. Can't I just do it from my business page? We're going to talk about the psychological aspect. We're going to talk about the facts and the data from what I've seen. We're also just going to talk about the difference between the algorithms, because Facebook does, and any social media platform is going to have a different algorithm and different goals for themselves based on whether it's personal or business. And then we're going to talk about my routines as they sit here today on things that I'm doing on a consistent daily and weekly basis in order to grow our business and generate 3 to 5 leads a day, which we've consistently done now for a couple of years. Then I'm going to give you the secret sauce, what to post. Everybody thinks, hey, I just need to go and I need to start posting about my business all of the time. I need to share all of these things we have going on, case studies, etc. And there is a method to the madness that allows for you to be looked at differently than your competition. Let's get started talking about why Facebook. Surprisingly, business owners hang out a lot there. And not only do they hang out there, they make a lot of buying decisions. And so if you think about Facebook, and then you think about Instagram, and then you think about LinkedIn, and then of course you could have X/Twitter and TikTok and all those different things. But I would say from a business owner, personal page standpoint, they could be hanging out on Instagram, although Instagram is more of like the social media highlight reel, right? It's the crazy pictures, the videos and the reels, the vacations, the sports cars, all this stuff, right? And then over on LinkedIn, you know, Facebook, it has a lot of spam, right? But I think LinkedIn probably has even more of that. And Facebook does a pretty good job of basically negating a lot of the spam and putting wrong messages and sending those over to the message requests aspect of your DMs. Whereas on LinkedIn, it's kind of like the wild, wild west, right? And so business owners love getting information and learning on social media, right? Because there is so much free information that's out there in Facebook groups like our Builders of Authority group, which you should absolutely make sure you join that in the description of this video if you haven't done so already. But people get good information there, and so they start hanging out there more. They start hanging out in certain groups. They start hanging out and listening and getting educated on and trained on by certain people. And so once they have built the know, like, and trust for a group, for an individual, for a set of people, they end up going and making buying decisions in the process. The largest age group of any particular age group over a 9 to 10 year span is the 25 to 34-year-olds, which those are typically some of my best clients in the digital marketing agency, the younger entrepreneurs. And when I say younger, I mean younger in business, not necessarily just their age, but they make up 29% of the overall user base. And they are typically the ones that are at the forefront of innovation and technology in a lot of these home service and contracting and even accounting or law firm industries, because they grew up with technology. I'm 33 at the time of making this video, and I was, Facebook came out when I was in 8th grade, right? And so we've kind of came up and lived this lifestyle where we don't really know anything high school and beyond much different. And the 25-year-olds, they really honestly grew up with it by the time, and at least it was around when they were in kindergarten. So there's also 3 billion users worldwide, which makes it easily the most used and most popular social media platform that's out there. Let's talk a little bit about the personal versus the business. So I always highlight this with 90 days versus 12 to 18 months. What would you rather get results in return on investment on? Not knowing if it's personal or business at 90 days, everybody's going to raise their hand and say 90 days. Now, when I say personal and people are like, 90 days, could I wait 12 to 18 months? If you are waiting 12 to 18 months to get results in what you could do in 90 days, you're probably not a true entrepreneur, because everybody's going to look at the 90 days and say, tell me what I got to do. And the reason behind why personal works so much better than business, short term and long term, you should be doing both. So I'm not saying do one and not the other. What I'm saying is do both. You have the Adam McChesney business page. I mean, to be honest, when I was a partner at Height, very infrequently posted there from a lead generation aspect. Builders of Authority has our free Facebook group. We don't have a business page. Our Autoglass company has a business page, but it doesn't generate a ton of opportunity or revenue because, again, it's a business page. And so Facebook wants ad revenue from businesses. So the algorithm in and of itself is automatically going to negate the same. You can make the same post on your business page, same post on your personal page, and you're going to get 2 drastically different data points of reach, engagement, overall lead flow. And Facebook needs more personal users to show more ads to. So they're literally rewarding you, and you are getting paid, right? If you're on the professional dashboard as well, like I'm getting paid. I got paid about $100 last month. Farthest month or biggest month I've ever had, from Facebook. But I literally got paid to generate leads for my own business so that Facebook could show more ads to me. Think about that, right? It's crazy. But the psychology aspect of this is that people do business with people. So yes, in theory, right? You have a business behind you as the individual. People have other people they talk to on my team behind just Adam and Builders of Authority. But ultimately, right, people come to work with Builders of Authority and or most businesses, especially in today's age, because of the owner and somebody that they actually know that's running the company, because people are sick and tired, especially in the marketing agency space, of getting screwed over, of having been taken advantage of. And they're sick and tired of working with large corporations where they are just a number instead of an actual client and partner. Personal pages help you build that know, like, and trust deeper and stronger than business pages. Moving on here to routines. This is what it looks like for me right now. Now, back when I started, I had no Facebook group. Reels weren't even a thing. And I really wasn't doing lives. So some of this stuff, like literally half of it, I've added here over the last couple of years. But if I were to tell you right now, like, hey, what can you go do that will drive the needle moving forward here over the next 90 days? Now, when I say 90 days, I'm saying 90 days and follow this whole freaking thing, not 90 days and do it when you want to. Post twice a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't matter the day of the week, post twice a day. Once in the morning, once a little bit in the afternoon or evening, right? On the weekends, I typically leave it a little bit laxed. It's a little bit not uncoordinated, but there's just not necessarily a set time I'm going to do it. Monday to Friday, I do it at the same time. So usually around 6:45 in the morning, Central Standard Time, and 5 p.m. in the evening. Reason I do 6:45 is typically my ideal client, obviously, is a busy entrepreneur, and I'm here on Central, so that puts West Coast 4:45, the early morning risers, the gym users over there, puts me at 5:45 Mountain Standard Time, kind of the people that may be going to the gym, may just be waking up. 6:45, combination of all that stuff here in the Central Time Zone, and then on Eastern, where I have quite a few clients as well, 7:45. So basically capture a bunch of different ends of the spectrum before their day gets too crazy by making that post. And a lot of people are spending time on social media in the morning, whether they're just waking up at the gym, finished up at the gym, and or at the office or out on the road starting their day. That's why I do it then. And at 5, typically get anywhere from somebody's time zone at 2 p.m. Well, actually take that back. Somebody's time zone at 3 p.m. on Pacific, all the way over to 6 p.m. Eastern. So I'm kind of in there, right? And people's days are winding down. They're either on the way home from the office, cleaning stuff up, finishing up their day, or they're home. And it allows for me to get their attention as well. So be super, super consistent about that. I post one reel every single day. I add 5 new friends every single day. Now it's a little bit harder as I've reached 5,000 friends. I'm basically doing roster trading, up and down. But in the beginning, I typically recommend everybody do that and add people who would either be ideal clients or ideal referral partners or raving fans. 1 live per week. So I'd recommend going live once per week, talking about a specific aspect of your business, of your agency, interviewing your clients, doing something that will get good attention that you can then cut up into a bunch of mini reels. I recommend that you post daily in a Facebook group. If it's yours, even better. That's where we get a ton of our leads from. And then supporting ideal clients and referral partners. So going and liking, commenting, and sharing their stuff will then bring you to their top of mind. What to post? So this is where really like the secret sauce is at, right? What to post. Most marketers will create a bunch of content that is absolutely fake, full of shit, pardon my French, and much more, because anybody can go do that now. Luckily, the FTC is starting to crack down on some of that stuff. So you can't do that anymore. Crazy digital marketers, affiliate marketers, you know who you are. Now, I learned this approach 4 years ago from Ryan Stewman and Apex, and I've continued to just run this play. 90% about what I post on business has something to do with personal, day in the life of the entrepreneur, motivation, something that has something completely unrelated to do with my business. Could be funny, could be serious, could be, hey, here's something going on with my family, right? Now, 10%, I do obviously have to talk about the business. And sometimes that will change by the season, but I like to have this as kind of the baseline. But I recommend that you be different than everybody else. Take a look at what other people are doing in your competitive niche inside of digital marketing. So if you're working with roofers for digital marketing, take a look at what some of your competitors are doing, and don't follow the path in which they've gone, which is likely a ton of case studies, a ton of results, all those different things. Regardless of the situation, not only are you going to be different, but you're going to keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, kiss. And you want to tell stories with all this stuff. You want to highlight your team. You want to highlight your clients. You want to highlight results you've gotten, but not just put pictures and say, we're the best. Tell a story behind it. Give people the ability to get to know you beyond your business and beyond your agency, and always provide value first. You follow these exact strategies, you do it over the next 90 days, your business, your agency will be at the peak in terms of lead generation, and you will start making money. All right, there you have it, folks. I just went over my entire strategy that I've been using over the last 4 years by posting and implementing daily practices and habits on my personal Facebook page. These exact strategies have led me to generate 3 to 5 leads a day inside of my own agency, turning my Facebook page into a lead generation machine. And I'm even giving away our free course where I go and expand on things even further, the psychology behind why we're doing what we're doing, how to go find your ideal clients, and much more. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to go click the link in the description of this video so that you can go get that course and join our free Facebook group, which is in the description as well. I post daily content, unique content that is literally nowhere else on my social media inside of that community to help you become the authority and to help you start generating leads on autopilot. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you can get notified each and every single time we launch a new video. Thank you so much for watching today, and let's go make some money.